so I'm always talking to you about products that I love and that I like. But let's talk about some products that I don't like with a wee bit of a twist. Basically, these are just going to be products that I have been kindly sent in PR, but I would not personally go out and buy these products myself for whatever reason. I'm going to start with actually one product that I was using. Well, I didn't use it. I didn't exactly dip my fingers into it because I am going to give it away. But the makeup look is from the Stranger Things collection with Colourpop, and this lip mask was in it. This packaging just itches my brain. I'm sure the product in it is fine, but just this packaging is just yellow. This is supposed to represent waffles, or a waffle, you know, 11 from Stranger Things. And the smell does and is supposed to smell like, I think, maple syrup, but if you say so. Strange enough, I have two primers here from Milk. We'll start with this primer here. So this is the Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. I've used this a couple of times, mainly to actually just show you how it does work. And you know something? The product itself isn't bad. It's not a bad primer. It actually does a really good job of not only mattifying the skin, but it does kind of blur and hide pores. But I suppose the only reason I would not go out and buy this with my own money is because this is not the type of primer that I gravitate towards. I have pretty dry skin, well, dry to normal skin, so I'm always going to go for a primer that's more hydrating on my skin and going to be more moisturizer like on my skin, and not anything that's going to, you know, mattify. So I suppose it's not really anything to do with the product itself is good. So if you are on the hunt for like a mattifying primer that's going to minimize the look of pores as well, obviously feel free to give it a go, but it's just not the primer that I would ever buy, mainly for my preference and my skin type. And that's the same with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Don't necessarily care too much about gripping primers or primers that are going to prolong the longevity of your makeup wear, if that makes sense, because I feel like my makeup doesn't budge, it doesn't go anywhere because I set it so well. I don't mind using these primers, like I will obviously use this as well as the, you know, the Beauty Crop, the Wee Cherie primer. I have that. I bought one myself and then I was sent another one on PR. Gave the one on PR away because there was no point in me having two of them. So I will obviously use these primers like the odd time, but just in makeup tutorials to just use them and to kind of spice up my products a wee bit. But in day-to-day life, or in just in my everyday life, applying my makeup, these are not the types of primers I will gravitate towards. Like, they can feel a wee bit hydrating on the skin, obviously, because they're like that gel-like consistency, but just like the stickiness and tackiness, I don't know. And then I have from Too Faced the Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaper. No. I thought I was losing my shit whenever I used this for the first time. So not only would I not purchase this myself just because of the whole lip injection line, who wants to apply makeup and feel in pain? What type of sadistic behaviour is that? But also, I'm just not a fan of this colour. It actually looks not too bad of a colour swatched in my hand, but whenever it's on my lips, it's very, very pale. So the colour and the shade of it just isn't for me. It is in the shade Puffy Nude, but of course, Too Faced Lip Injection, this does kind of make your lips feel a wee bit spicy. It's very, very uncomfortable actually. And usually whenever I apply lip liner, I apply it everywhere. And it's just, I don't know. I never was a big fan of the Too Faced lip injection lip gloss plumper thing anyway. So in a lip liner version, no. From Be Perfect Cosmetics, this is the Full Impact Complete Coverage Concealer. I find that these concealers crease really badly on me, and now I'm all for my full coverage concealers constantly, all day, every day. Whoa! But I've never had a concealer that has creased that much. Just did not like the packaging even. Like the Doe Foot applicator is the applicator that has the wee hole in the middle. I know it's great for like actually a gathering up product, but I don't know. And then another product from Too Faced. This is the Milton Bronzing Sculpting Stick. So this is in the shade chocolate souffle. That's its swatch there. This is alright. I have used it once. I must actually use it again. There's a big hair on it. Ew. I feel like there's obviously better cream bronzers and sculpting sticks out there. If I was on shop in Sephora, Cult Beauty or wherever, I would just scroll past these. I would just keep on scrolling. I wouldn't even stop to even look to see what this is called. And I kind of feel the same way about this brand actually. So this is Glossier and it is their birthday balm. So I've never actually bought anything from Glossier and I feel like it's just because like their brand, and I don't mean this to be disrespectful, you know, everybody's different, you know, but I feel like Glossier is very clean girl aesthetic and, you know, barely there makeup, which if you're into that, I love that for you. It's just unfortunate that I'm not like that. And as much as this is quite nice, it's just like a nice wee like clear balm, like lip balm, but it has like sparkles in through it. It is nice, but this brand just bores me. And I think it's because it doesn't cater for the style of makeup that I wear. It doesn't appeal to me, it doesn't excite me or tickle anything. I have here two Ciate bronzers. Ciate is just, I think, another brand that I would just never purchase makeup from unless you're sent it in PR or you have like a cult favorite from that brand. Like, you know, the watermelon primer. You know, I think it's like the watermelon burst primer. I love that primer and I would definitely just go into Ciate to just buy that primer, but nothing else. And I have to say, like, not only have their bronzers never really worked for me, I don't like their formula. They can be very, very patchy. But then again, that's also just me and my experience with bronzers. If you watch my tutorials, you would know that I tend to stick to the same bronzers. If I find a good bronzer, powder bronzer that is a really, really nice color, not too obnoxiously warm or orange, you know, I can feel that lip liner sting in my hand. And it doesn't go patchy on the skin. I love it. I'm sticking to it. Because I am notorious for trying powder bronzers that look patchy on the skin. I just never seem to get on with these Ciate bronzers and I just don't really find them very remotely interesting either, nor the brand, unfortunately. And then from Merit, I have this highlighting stick. So this is the Day Glow Highlighting Balm in the shade Citrine. I never use these products. And that's it. That's all. These products just do not work for me. I just can never picture myself doing a full face of makeup, you know, like my full coverage foundation, concealer, cream bronzer, and then going in with like a creamy highlight like this. I just feel like there was just, these types of products just do not layer well on top of full coverage products, I find. And I also find that with liquid highlights as well, they don't blend and build up properly or nicely on top of other full coverage products. Like, it is nice, like look how nice that is. I even think that, hold on, that this would be really pretty like on the body, because that's a stunning color. Like, that is really, really pretty. But these products for the face, no. Even on days where I'm not wearing very much or if any makeup, I still wouldn't gravitate towards these products. And then I have two mascaras. I have another product here from Merit and this is their Tubing mascara. And I've never tried a Tubing mascara before, but this was just very underwhelming. And I think it was mainly just because of the brush. The brush is just very underwhelmingly boring. What a snooze fest this mascara is, honestly. Yawn. You know, I feel like the brush is just it's just very common, it's mediocre, it's very boring. So because I really don't like the brush, it kind of means that I can't really tell whether I like the actual formulation of the mascara or not, but the brush just does absolutely nothing for me. I feel like it will just provide a wee bit of volume in at the root, but then this just provides no length at all. And then this is the Hourglass Unlocked Mascara. Now, I don't know whether I told you or not, or whether I told myself, or I just said it in my head, I do not know. But I think I had mentioned to you that this was like the best mascara. And I love this mascara. I was talking shit. I was getting this mascara completely mixed up. to the Caution mascara. So this is the Hourglass Unlocked mascara. I was meaning the Hourglass Caution mascara. This mascara is shit. It's not shit, it's alright, but it's just nada, no. So basically the Caution mascara from Hourglass is, the brush is kind of like this, but it's different. I just do not like this type of bristle wand. The bristles are very, very short and stubby. I feel like the wand itself is just far too flexible because I love to get right in my root and just wiggle up and out. And I feel like because this is so flexible, I'm wanting my lashes to kind of grip against me. And because of how flexible this wand and brush is, it's just an absolute nightmare, to be honest. And it's just not the best. It's not the best. And then these last two products, these are bronzing drops. One's from Shea Glam and Revolution. I don't actually think I've used these ones from Revolution. Must actually try them and give them a go. But I've used the ones from Shea Glam, not only in a tutorial I think a couple of times, but I've used these like off camera as well once. And they've been sitting ever since and I never reached for these. Well, actually look at that highlighter on my shoulders. It's actually really pretty. And you know what, actually that doesn't even feel sticky at all. And I see you in my next one. Bye.